ComiCon in Erie, PA, the first ever. Waiting for autographs. Marianne, Greg Hammer, Valentine. Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? Okay, I'm doing some videos outside. It's a Sunday, and it's really nice out. Enjoying the weather. It's like in the 80s. Like I said, we had a big cold front. It's been warming up since. It's been really hot the last few days, like summertime. We might get temperatures in the 90s, high 80s until Wednesday, when it's going to drop to 80. And then Thursday, it's no rain either. Yeah, it rained a little bit like last Monday. No rain either. Then Thursday is supposed to go down to like, with the high is like 68, unless the weather changes with chances of rain. So the next 4 days or so, at least as I'm recording this, it's going to be nice and hot. Well, no, I mean, I don't mind the heat as long as I'm not at work. But, of course, Monday through Wednesday, we're going to be struggling some. That's the only thing that sucks. When I post this, it'll probably be in the cold front. Now, I was at Comic-Con yesterday. And I'll be honest, I spent a lot of money. Well, the first thing about that is, anyone who knows the situation about the other fest I was involved in, I had to quit, knows that, you know, the Comic-Con is the way to run a convention. And I was going to put, I told John, I would say, this is the way to run a convention. I put nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more. You know, like a Monty Python reference. And also, it did not cost me no $5,000. I know a certain someone has a GoFundMe page for AlienCon, asked for $5,000 for hotel, food, and all this other stuff. And he said leftover money will go to his YouTube channel. If I had to spend $5,000 for a convention, I'd say, no, I'm not interested. That's insane. That's an insane amount of money. I'm not Donald Trump or anything like that. I did spend a lot of money yesterday at the convention. I even tell you, I spent $296. And then after that, for my friend John and I, we both went. I went to Norman's. John and I went to Norman's Pizza Deli and Pizzeria, and I spent about $40 there. And I got a bunch of well, you will probably have seen a bunch of Norman's videos by the time you see this video, and all the Comic-Con videos, because it's the last Comic-Con videos. I want to let you know all the stuff I got, and I'll tell you about what happened. The first time I've ever paid for autographs from a celebrity ever. But I mean, last time we went to Horror Fest, I didn't even bother to pay for autographs. I didn't get any autographs, but I had to this time. I mean, what I get, I mean, it's not in exact order. I actually got some nicer folders. John sent me these to keep my photos in. And the admittance for the one day, we just went one day Saturday, was $20, which is pretty fair. We went in there and we got some free stuff. First of all, we got a free comic book, DC Superhero Girls. Because this is more like a family friendly. I think they had something that was adults only. I didn't really check that. I should have. Got this, it was free. Halloween Comic Con, Zombie Camp. Because right at the desk, as soon as you paid your money, you got a little ticket, and you turned the ticket in, and they gave you a little stamp. My stamp's almost all. My stamp wasn't very well put on there in the first place. We got Johnny Boo and the Pumpkin Tiger. That was free. So they were handing these out. We got this vendors thing. I should have looked at this more, but I put it away in that John's briefcase thing he had. And it tells about all the vendors and stuff like that. And all the celebrity stuff. You know. I didn't see everybody there. I seen some people. The guy Michael Koss from Walking Dead, I did not see him at all, so I didn't get his autograph. But I mean, this is pretty cool though. They talk about a whole bunch of things: Magic Gathering, Booster Draft Saturday. Huh. Oh, but a lot of stuff. You end up spending some money though, but it's pretty cool. You know, and they talk about a bunch of stuff in there. I'll get to that in a second. And getting some of the autographs. The first, I can probably tell you the order of the autographs I got. The first autograph I got was Greg the Hammer Valentine, the wrestler. And he wasn't that talkative at all. And the one thing is, you go to, you have to talk to, like, they have, like, a assistant, right? And they tell you, you know, how much for this, and, you know, and he says, like, it was $40, right? And he takes the money, and then he said, write your name real neatly on there. And then for Greg to do that. And I picked this photo, a lovely photo. Greg said it's a good photo right there from the wrestling magazine. He put it on there. He wasn't that talkative, though. It was $40, and then I said I told him it was nice to meet him and stuff like that. And it was so cool. I grew up watching him. I said I remember. I shook his hand. I said I remember when he was in Rhythm and Blues, and he started laughing. With a honk tonk man, because he did like imitated dance. It was so funny. I love that. That was awesome. But he laughed at that. And then next, let me see. I want to see a very nice guy, Michael Beach, from Sons of Anarchy and Third Watch. Let's see if I can find his photo. Should have his photo in here. Uh-oh. Okay, it's right here. And I think his was $40. John and him were talking real well, and I talked to him. He's a great guy. He talked a lot. He was cool. Yeah, Son of Anarchy. And I got a cool photo from Son of Anarchy. And I was a big fan of that show. And then next, the only celebrity that had like a line was for Dawn Wells, who played Marianne, of course. The legendary Dawn Wells played Marianne on Gilligan's Island. And that's the one reason that I think we both went there, because John said he's got to get an autograph for her. Me too. I grew up watching her. And this is probably the only chance I get to meet her. They had some cool thing on Channel 12. It's really hot out here. On Channel 12, where you could actually win a free lunch with Dawn Wells, and as for you and a guest. That would have been really cool, and that was for like Thursday, and you went off Thursday. And I guess you came off a lecture or something like that. John said we met her right at the right time. There was a line, and I actually took my camera, and I said, waiting in line to get an autograph from Dawn Wells, taking a little video. And then all of a sudden, if you see the video, I put that on in this video, you hear something, sir. And then I shut the thing off, and the cop said, sir, you're not allowed to, you have to pay for photos. You're not allowed to take them like that. I said, I'm sorry. And I didn't film that much after that. I filmed the Mystery Machine. I filmed that. I filmed us walking up to pay tickets. But I filmed that little video, he said, and I didn't want to get kicked out, so I didn't film that much after that. I filmed a little bit of that cool Jeep with flashing lights and stuff, and also that, the limousine. I filmed that. And then John took photos, and we got a bunch of photos from free people and stuff like that. Dawn Wells was pretty reasonable. It said, like, you could get autograph and also your photo taken with her, and they actually took $5 off as a discount, so it was $35. Still a lot of money, but Dawn Wells, find her photo. Now, anyone that knows me knows why I picked this photo. I'm not going to say nothing. And it said, Jason Callan loved Marianne Dawn Wells, which is really cool. John said that on his, she put Rescue Me on his, which is pretty funny. And then next, I found, like I said, they didn't have the guy from Walking Dead. His seat was empty. I didn't know, we didn't go back. I didn't know if he was back there, went back there or not. Zach Galligan. I almost said Zach Galifianakis. I talked to John, but Zach Galligan, the guy who's starting the Gremlins, right? And he was only asking $20 for a signature, and I got one from him, and he was really cool. And he had more than just one photo, because that one that he got for Gremlins, I thought that's his most iconic role, but John picked a really good one, so I picked that one. But I saw his other stuff. He was in also, I remember him from Waxwork and Hatchet and stuff like that. And I recited his line. I said, you know, I shook his hand. I said, nice to meet you and stuff like that. I said, I was a big fan, because there was no one on the line, so I bullshit a little bit more. I said that I remember I remember seeing Waxworks, and he was starting that, and the second one too. When it came out in the theater, I said, "I love your line when you said, Mom, I need a caffeine,' like that." And then they kids started laughing. I think he might have been with his son. Started laughing some, and then he said that. Well, he said that he talked to me. He laughed a little bit too, and he said, "Yeah, that was a favorite. That's everyone's favorite line from the movie." And he said the time he did that, he wasn't. He hated coffee. He didn't drink coffee, so he never really understood it. And then later, as he grew older, he became a coffee drinker, and then he understood why people said that. And I shook his hand again and said, "Thank you very much sir, for a little anecdote," which is pretty cool. Cool for the video too. Um, and then, was there any other things? I went to Speed Racer. They had some cars in there. They had the Mystery Machine van, which I filmed before I did anything. That was the first thing I filmed. I got a little video from that. And then as we were leaving ComiCon, if you've seen the video, they had like a thing where you could take a photo inside it for $5. I said, well, hell, I spent so much money, I might as well do that. And that's a bigger deal than some of the other things, you know. And John took those photos. Those are like on the other video for Mystery Machine Van. And then, if you've seen the video of Speed Racer, they had a thing where they had the Speed Racer and they had Mater from Cars 3 there. And you could take your photo inside the Speed Racer car for $20. And basically what it was you could pick like a photo, and you could have a photo professionally done yourself, and then your friend could take a photo. John Walkowitz, my buddy. So I mean, I got some photos of that. He took a whole bunch of photos, and then this is a professionally done one. And I don't look. It looks weird with the helmet on. It was $20, and then I had to pick. I picked a picture. I should have picked something different because it's just like the other photo. They had some other ones of the Wienermobile and stuff. I should have picked that. But that was $20. It was a bitch getting out of that car. I ain't getting any younger, you know. It was a pain. It was tough. And I mean, he just said, "Take your time." I said, "Okay." And they had like the truck Mater from Cars 3. I looked at it. I said, "Well, I said to myself, I'll probably have a hell of a time getting in that." I had, like I said, I had trouble getting out of the Scooby Doo Mystery Machine because he had to open up the thing, and then it looked really nice outside. It didn't look that nice inside. I should have filmed some stuff inside, but I didn't. I didn't think about doing that. That's my fault. And you know, the latch didn't work, so the guy had to come and pull the latch. The great actor, a good costume for that. I also forgot. When I was getting the free swag at the beginning, this was probably the most highly thing. Actually, Don Wells looked at this. This is like they came from Planet Manga. This was free when you got your thing. So you got free manga comic book from Books Galore. It's pretty cool. Awesome. And then the other celebrity we met was John Russo. And my friend got a book that he signed. I think my Uncle John is on because he's an uncle and his name's John. And I got, we met him and I got Night of the Living, I think his was like 20, I don't know how much it was to get signed. I got a limited edition Night of the Living Dead hardcover book made, and this was $40. And this was a limited edition with only, is limited to 500 copies. This is number 493, and he signed it right there. And it has like a couple of neat introductions. Prefaced by George A. Romero before he passed away. This is in 2017. Then a guy did an introduction. They're all messed up. If you remember the famous line from the cop. They have a novelization of Night of the Living Dead that John Russo wrote, of course, and they had a preface to Spawn of the Dead, John Russo, and then they had an unproduced screenplay called Spawn of the Dead by John Russo. So it was cool meeting him, and I was talking to him. He did a bunch of movies, including Midnight, which I remember seeing in 1980, and I told him Siskel and Ebert didn't know what the hell they were talking about because they said that was one of the, they put down, that's where when Sneak Preview was on, that was on the Dogs of the Week. And I remember the first time I ever heard of John Russo was he was on Late Night Horror Show with Jim Cook. and he interviewed him, and they showed a clip from that. I think it played in the cinema world for a while. It did. I think it did okay there. You know, it's a local film. I don't know if it was made in Pittsburgh, it was made in PA, and they said a lot of people still like that movie. They really liked the movie. And then going on, like some of this isn't in order. You know what I mean? I took photos with like an Elvira look-like. That made me very happy. She had two great personalities. She was a very nice lady. She was awesome. I took photos with the Erie Roller Girls, and I got 2 buttons from them. Show you. I put it on my shirt. I showed. Brought my Take Care of My Legion, so I did some self promotion there too. I remember showing Don Wells and John McChesney and the roller derby girls from Erie Roller Girls. My shirt, and they really liked it. And then the girl from the roller derby girl that we were talking to a lot, she said, "Man, you have your own face on your shirt. You're that guy." So that's pretty cool. I got 2 buttons from there. I love roller derby. These were, for 2 of them, they were $1. And the Erie Roller Girls, I really like this one. I like this one better than I love roller derby. But they're both really nice. And they were incredibly nice to talk to. I took photos of them. John took a photo of just them. And then I took a photo with them. And it was really cool. And then when we walk around checking out the vendors, there's some vendors we went to, some we didn't. John said, "Oh, smoked meats," and it was like a beef jerky place. Oh man, beef jerky. And I went there. I talked to the guy, and I said, John said, "Well, why don't we come back before we leave and get some stuff there?" And it's from Smoking Oak in Cleveland, Ohio, and they're only available like online and at conventions and stuff. And I'm probably on Facebook and stuff. I said, okay. I told the guy, this is probably the place I'm going to spend the most money at. And John was laughing. He was kind of laughing. I came back, and it was actually the most biggest. I spent $55. And I got 2 different kinds of smokies. He mixed them up, though. But, I can tell by flavor. It was like hot and spicy smoky. That was like 4 for $5. And they had buffalo smoked jerky, 4 for $5. I got bacon jerky. That was 4 for $5. I'd be doing reviews of these, or I might have already done some reviews. And then this giant thing of Smoking Oak beef jerky, giant slab hot. 15 of these. These are all made with sirloin steak. He uses high quality beef and stuff like that. This was the big one. This was $40 for this giant thing. John said that was expensive. Some of this stuff, it does get expensive, but he said it's like all fresh, no preservatives and stuff like that. So when I'm done with this video, I'm putting this back in the fridge. We went to a place, it was Commonwealth Academy, right? And all this stuff was free. They had a bunch of free swag. They had a nice backpack right here. And they had, let me see, a nice, nose itching, nice water bottle free. It was cool that some place had some free swag. A bunch of people said, "This free?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh my goodness." They had these balls right here, free. Cool. They had pencil. I got a pencil that's free. They had the nice pens. You never have enough pens. I got 3 of them. And not too many people went over to their place, which is kind of a shame because they had free swag. They had a silicone cell phone wallet. Pretty nice for free. What else do they have? Oh, there's some of the other stuff I got. Okay. Oh, and this is something else I got from, wait a second. There's something else I got for roller. They're going to have trivia night at Union Station. $40 a team. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. See, the trivia is good. Yeah, I'd be good at the trivia. And that's where we got the Commonwealth Academy. And then when we were there, John was walking around. We went past Pro Wrestling Rampage. I wanted to go back and meet John McChesney. Local wrestler you see all the time. heavily promoting his stuff, and we got some stuff from them. Uh, and I got some free photos with John McChesney, then one with him, and then one with him, John, and myself. And he does the classic thing where he points. And we got some add some upcoming events right there. We got this one, Halloween Mayhem. We got this one right there for Great Lakes. See what John McChesney's photo there. That's him right there pointing. He actually broke his arm though, so that's what happened. Because you do get injured. It's not like people say, fake and stuff like that. One thing about that, he asked me if I drink beer, and I said yeah. I said he had these beer codes that he was selling. They had a bunch of stuff they were selling for raise some money and stuff. He said they're like $10 a piece, but I'll give you a deal 2 for $10. I was like, I don't really want to get those. I think that's better. I said I like this. I had my eyes on this shirt. I got the shirt for $15, 2X, and they did the Appetite for Destruction. I talked to the guy and he said, yeah, Guns N' Roses. And I said, yeah, SOD also did this for the one album, for the one DVD. And said, yeah, that's right, because pro wrestling, horror films, fantasy, comics, and heavy metal all kind of come together. Even though I've lost interest in WWE, I don't watch WWE anymore. I think you're winding up. We were getting ready to head on out, and I wanted to stop at this one place. They were selling energy drinks. And it was like, I sampled one that I really liked. And reviews of that will be coming up eventually. Sorry, my nose is itching. Put these roller derby things back in here. And they were like $2 for one can or 5 for 3. And I ended up getting like a case of 12 for $20. It's a VXS variety case. 0 sugar, low carbs, and low calories. So no sugar, which is really nice. Really very nice. I think I dates on these. Wow, these would be good for a while. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. Like I said, 200% vitamin C. Juice it. 9 grams sugar. A lot of these is no sugar at all. Says 0 sugar right there. I thought I'd try these. Yeah, I was trying everything else. It would be cool for videos. And pretty much, we're on our way out, and I stopped by the NBC thing. And they didn't have anyone from NBC News. That would have been really cool, because NBC News was, well, the local NBC News now, as they call it, where it's sponsored. They had a table, and they had I got like a preview thing of NBC, some of their shows right there. I really don't watch too many of these shows, like I said, I don't know. I wish her luck. I don't know how well this show's going to do. And of course, the return of Will and Grace. And we left. And then we went to at the Bayfront Convention Center. We went on we went on the 4th floor, and they had like a skywalk. And I did a big video about that. I hope you like that video. That video should be up, because this will probably be the last when I wrap up Comic-Con. And that was really cool seeing that stuff. And I found the pirate ship was called the Scallywag. It was hosted by a guy named, a guy that was like Captain Jack Sparrow, which I was guessing that it was him. And it was. Let's see how long it's been. 23 minutes. Wow. And we had a good time. We did not eat there. They had a concession stand, and John said the food's not that good. It's kind of expensive. At that point, I spent so much money, I don't think it even mattered anymore. But I spent like $296. No, $5,000, which is insane. I said if a convention would have cost me that much, I said I wouldn't have gone. Alluding to the Georgia. YouTube stuff. GoFundMe stuff. But he's getting money, so they're good for him. And I hope he had a nice time, I guess, you know what I mean? He went to it before. But like I said, John was saying, like, the food's really nice. It's kind of overpriced. It was like $3.50 for a slice of pizza, and then $3.75 for a Smith hot dog. I saw it from a distance. So what our plan was go to a place I'd never been to before. Because usually in Edinburgh, the one pizza place everyone knows about is John Wildwood's. Also, we have, of course, we have like Pizza Hut and we have Little Caesars. But John Wildwood's is the best pizza. But there was another local pizza right around the college. They have like a college community center. And one of the things there is Norman's, not Norma's, Deli and Pizzeria. Know that what I'm talking about. Really cool. I was very impressed with their incredible menu. You can get a whole bunch of different things, including burgers. And you've seen my reviews on some of the items I got there. And actually, John bought the appetizer sample and split it with me, which was very kind of him. And I gave him some pizza and stuff. I was just kind of disappointed with the wings, kind of. I thought, but I was spoiled with the wings from Empty Keg and also from Fat Willie's. Those were fantastic. I never really tried the wings that much from John Wildwood's, but they have a lot of flavors. I only thought they were only okay. Might try to ask them to get it more well done. The hamburger was fantastic. The salads were good, but I mean they have so many different things. They have a meatball sub. I should probably try sometime. That sounds fantastic. But they got so many different items. I'm very impressed with. They got fresh from deli sandwiches. But they got meatball delight. Wow. And kettle chips. They got a lot of neat things. Yeah, so I'm very happy with Norman's Deli and Pizzeria. I'll definitely be checking it out sometime again. So as far as the Comic-Con's concerned, I thought it was fantastic. It was very easy to spend a lot of money. I told Todd Jeremy Jumper about that, and he said in Seattle, Washington, they have giant conventions with great celebrities. And he says it's really easy to spend a lot of money. You got to be really careful. But I planned it out. I had all cash, and then I made sure to pay my lot rent first. That's the most important thing the day before. And then a lot of this cash was also designated to the Albion Fair, and I only spent like $70-80, which is a lot of money still, but better than compared to the Comic-Con, you know. I give the Comic-Con 2017, the very first one. This is the very first local Comic-Con they had in Erie. And I give it a full-on 10 out of 10. I thought it was fantastic. I had a great time. So great meeting Don Wells. That was like a real highlight. And I had a great time. I thought everything was fantastic. That's the way, Greg, you run a convention like that. I said his name. So I hope you like this video. I was promoting my shirt. I told, like I said, I told Marianne about it. I got 2 shirts available for Me and Be Designed. I'll put the link in the description. I really hope you like this video. And I'm working on videos today on my day off, and then I work on editing them and posting them and stuff like that. So until next time, everybody, please take care of my Legion. I got to put that beef jerky back in the refrigerator because it's all no preservatives and stuff. It's kind of funny. You put it in a Ford bag. It was a very sturdy bag. Like I said, I got that in energy drinks on the way out because the energy drinks is what really weighed me down. The box of that, walking around with them, right? So I hope you like this video, and like I said, take care, my Legion. I told that one girl from roller derby, I was like, I do food review, and she said, I love food. So I thought that was cool too. So I really hope you like this video, everybody, and take care. Find out where that thing is. It's kind of hard to see. There's a glare on here. I'm doing outside.